before I joined the MK. I've never joined PA. They recruited me. And then, but I've never attended the meeting. I've never signed any membership. The thing that they told me when they realized that I've been appointed, they say, resign with immediate effect.
For what?
I must resign because now the people that I'm going to lead with, they are their enemies.
Oh, I understand.
You understand? Because now when they're appointed as they mix, everything is fake about the EFF. Their conferences, before they can even elect, Julius Malema is appointing his own people. That this one, from the province to the national, everybody that is going to be in the leadership position, they are already pre-arranged. They know. I'm not going to fella the insults are Duduzile.
Yes.
The insult on social media. I mean, really, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Or the whole SG can be insulted in that manner.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, we didn't understand. And if his father has trusted him with that role, it means what he can do better.
So when Mary Paddy, you accept or the best person to replace Jacob Zuma at MK is to do that.
Yet, for my sanity, I sit back. I spoke with Floyd. I told him, or you know what, for my sanity now, I will just be a member. The position, thank you for the position that you have given me, but I want to sit back.
Too much drama.
You're machine, and now I don't want you. I'm too old for. In the EFF, there was we didn't have the gazebo. I bought 3 gazebo for 3 VD. 3 tables for 3 VD, 30 chairs for 3 VD. Ne? And what happened? I was sabotaged, I was beaten because of those things that I have even given to the organization. I end up taking
Zuma or Nelson Mandela?
Jacob Zuma.
Jacob Zuma is better than Mandela.
Nelson Mandela he was cloned. I don't even believe what it was Nelson Mandela not doing.
Okay. Mashiane, politically incorrect. The last time we spoke to her was in Mamelodi at Solomon Mahlangu's memorial lecture by Comrade Jacob Zuma. That wasn't the first time we spoke to her. We spoke to her again in Mogale City, Kariso. She was, at the time, she had just left. No, I'm wrong if I say she has just left. When we spoke to her, she has just joined MK party. But let's just make sure if we've got the facts right. So when you left EFF, did you go to MK or there was an in-between party? Because people kept on saying, were you Action SA or Patriotic Alliance? Baron?
No, I haven't joined PA.
But you worked with...
No.
Explain to us so we understand.
You know, when I left the EFF, there was just lots of coming,
yes,
people asking me to join. And then there was this organization called African Heart by President...
Who's the president?
African Heart. Basically, they came to my house.
Yes.
They asked me if I can join their organization. I didn't understand them, but I said no. For the fact that they took time to come to my house and come and recruit me, it means they desperately needed me. I think I joined. I've attended 2 meetings. This one is not for me. Before I joined the MK, I've never joined PA. They recruited me. And then, but I've never attended the meeting. I've never signed any membership. There was this guy, Soli, from EFF. He came to my house also and recruited me. I said, no, okay, fine. But I've never seen anything happening. You understand? The PA, I was like, now myself, I'm not going to be chasing a year. There is nothing that is happening. No. You know, I hate to just sit at one place and say, I've joined organization, but there is no movement. No, I'm leaving. I've never even joined.
The cooling off period between the EFF and MK, do you remember how long was it?
Between?
when you left EFF and you joined MK, how long was the period there, if you remember?
I left the EFF 2022.
Yes.
I joined the MK, I think 2024. 2024.
Was it before elections?
Yeah, it was before the elections.
All right. All right, sharp. So, why we speaking to her? So let me tell you why we're speaking to her. She's in a very, she's one of the things that we speak about on social media when we say people have left parties. And with her, it's the case of people always say, that party is a cult. This one is a cult. This one is a cult. Now she has been with, and I want you to count this: EFF, MK Party, and Mayibuye. And all these three parties are accused of being cults. So she's a former member of all three within this short space of time. And I just want to understand, the last time we spoke, you were not very happy with MK Party, but you understood that because by the time we last met, it wasn't nice. I mean, Jacob Zuma was attacking Floyd Shibambu and doing as if it's not him. And at the time, we already knew. And I just want to understand, what was it like at the time? Because it was hard. When you want to express, people say it means you hate Uba. And I just want you to explain this thing. Nsigima Zwai and I speak a lot about why can't we have MK Party people who do not ordinarily espouse to the teachings of Jacob Zuma, meaning that they are members of ANC who are not Cyril Ramaphosa people. They are members of ANC who are not Figilem Balula people. And it's fine. The organization accepts that. But this organization that we speak out, the reason people accuse it on social media is because if you don't like the teachings of this political leader, then you are seen as a traitor. Explain this. How was it for you when you started disagreeing with Tutu Zile and Jacob Zuma, but you are loyal to MK? How did it feel?
It was very difficult, to be honest with you, because like I said in the interview that I had with you, I remember you called me the other time when people were boycotting of what was happening in the MK. There was two parties. You know, when Floyd joined the MK, I welcome him. You know, I became his number one fan. I was always speaking about him because I thought like I understood where he come from, because it come from where I come from. You understand that? So we've got the same ideology. I was appointed. Actually, I was endorsed to be the regional deputy secretary, and like there was nothing happening. It was when Floyd arrived that we saw, Horman, we are going somewhere. Before, there was nothing happening. I mean, there were a lot of squabbles when we are attending the meeting. People were like, sometimes even physical fights. And I came to the wrong place here. Before, everything was smooth. You know, I don't know, is it the tendency of a cult when you arrive in a place, you feel welcome, or not, I am at home. But when times goes on, you see the mask coming out, you see the true colors of the people. Yes. And you really wonder, where I am. Where is this place now?
I get you.
The moment when they appointed me, because now it was Floyd who was announcing the leadership of the regime. People started getting, somehow they change. We were attacked. Even the people that we were friends, were in the same group. The first thing that they told me when they realized that I've been appointed, they say, resign with immediate effect.
For what?
I must resign because now the people that I'm going to lead with, they are their enemies.
Oh, I understand.
You understand? Because now when they're appointed as they mix the two core, there was a core of other Barke, the black, and Search. There was other core. There was just like a cause. So, but now when they've made the decision to bring us together, it was they bring all the cores together. You understand? Our core and the other core, and they were like, no. Our core said, no, you must resign with immediate effects. Kariheban. Why must I resign? I mean, you cannot be endorsed today to be in the leadership structure. The next thing you just resign for no reason. You understand? And I'm like, no. When you are resigning, it means resignation. It means a divorce, isn't it? So how can I just enter in a place and immediately resign? They feel like I don't deserve it. They deserve it much better. There was a war.
So in the MK, did you realize that there are people who expect to eat first because they joined first?
Yeah. They felt like that, or maybe they are more deserving. Maybe they can speak better English than me, or maybe can address people than me, or whatever. I don't know. They were just a group of people ganging up against me. They were ganging up against me. Not only me, they were me and this other lady, because now they've already appointed. You want to know their name?
Yes. Just so we check.
There were this guy called Lerato.
Strawberry.
Yes,
I know Lerato.
Lerato, yes. It was Lerato. It was this guy by the name Cabello from Rent West. He was the coordinator of Rent West. And then a group of people, I mean, honestly, oh my shit, if you could have seen people when we try to hold a meeting, the regional meeting, they will come with blanket, like when you're holding a meeting, you Gadimuzila for your same fellow members. I mean, the same people in the same organization. Yeah, you are Gadimuzila.
And apologies to the audience. I want you to explain Katumzila, because when I was with Mary Paddy, she explained Katumzila, but I still don't think I understood Orubagada and like, what is Ugatumzila? What concept? What does that concept come from?
I just don't know. I was confused myself, because now, if you say you are Gadimzila, it means you are getting someone from outside, an enemy or whatever. That's what I thought. But I didn't understand how could I be an enemy when I'm in the same organization with you? You understand? We couldn't have a successful meeting of the region. When we just arrived, they'll start making noise. The other time, I was even with Luther. Luther was still a member. Yeah. People were banging the doors, like a serious violence there. That they don't want the region. They want the region to be disbanded. And I'm part of the region. The people that I was with them, we were recruiting together all the time. We were friends. When there's by-election, we go, we had a by-election in 12 in Mbali. We were together. We had another by-election in Pakistan. We were together. We were working together. We were organizing together, because even the organization was not helping. I mean, we pop out of our own pocket to make sure all those what we were contesting. We were organizing, planning together. Jiggy, when I was appointed, now we become their enemy now. And like, I mean, really, what is this?
That was MK.
That was MK.
And by the time I speak to you, I remember there was a meeting supposed to be happening in Soweto. I don't know what they were mobilizing for Floyd. This is after Floyd was sworn at publicly, and Duduzile said she was told to apologize, and she made a mini apology on Twitter. You guys, and I remember at the time, I also spoke to Hanki. You guys at the time, it was difficult for you to voice out what you felt, and it was a lot of people who felt clearly she fouled Floyd, but to publicly say Duduzile is wrong, it was political.
It was difficult, yeah.
Yes, and you sat with people who, and I remember at some point, Jimmy Manyi, he hates it when we call him that. Mzwanele Manyi.
Yeah.
Mzwanele Manyi came out to try to defend Duduzile,
Mm.
and the people shout him down because he was trying to show loyalty. Even when people knew that Duduzile is wrong, they could not point her to be wrong. How difficult was it? I just want to understand, because before we leave MK, I just want you to understand that we knew what you were going through, but it was difficult for you to speak. Do you feel now you want to speak better because you are no longer under MK?
No, you know what? It's like in a cult. Every cult that you are joining, you can never be open and speak openly about anything in a cult organization. You can never. Whatever that was happening there, we tried. At least it was. MK is better. It was at least we could speak, even though other people were attacking. I was attacked for protecting Floyd and at least voicing out for Norman. Whatever happened to Floyd, it is not fair because if we can just at least allow that presidency where people can be abused on social media and be mistreated on the national TV and people must just keep quiet, that means it's normal. One said it can happen to me and nobody will stand up for me. So what I've witnessed in the MK is that at least people have got some voice, even though there was a little bit of an attack here and there. Yeah. For me to leave the MK, it was not because I didn't have a voice, I couldn't say anything. And of course, my region, the people that I was appointed with, they were so protective over me. They protected me. It's the first time. Remember last time in the EFF, I had people that I was working with, they were against me. But in the MK, I'm telling you, I was working with people that understood me. It doesn't matter. Whatever that I was saying, even on social media or even on Twitter, those people, they always come through for me. They protect me. They say, no, I mean, it's her right to say whatever that she wanted to say. So it was not difficult for me to voice out whatever that I was feeling at that moment.
3 spear organizations, African National Congress, I'll pack it because you didn't openly participate there.
Yeah.
But here are the 3 spear organizations: EFF, MK, Mayibuye. This 3 is what we are talking about. You say it was better in MK. Where was it worse?
In the EFF.
So you are saying there's more dictatorship in EFF than MK?
Yeah.
But EFF has a constitution, has policies, has conferences, and has deployment committees.
That is fake. Everything about that you see, I mean, online, on the TV, everything is fake about the EFF. Their conferences, before they can even elect, Julius Malema is appointing his own people. That this one, from the province to the national, everybody that is going to be in the leadership position, they are already pre-arranged. They know.
Well, Floyd is the one who admits, and Julius Malema says, I agree with him. Even when those things are still coming, already Floyd has people. That's what Floyd admitted.
That Floyd had people.
Yeah, Floyd had people. He had appointed people, and Julius Malema said, you see what Floyd says. It proves to you that it's not a dictator, as he said, because he could still influence, he could bring people. So what I'm saying is, I'm not denying your allegations. I'm saying if conferences are pre-arranged like that, Floyd admits publicly that, yes, he forwarded people for certain positions. Yeah.
Yeah, it maybe
it doesn't
they were doing it together. Maybe they were doing it together, but the truth is that in the EFF, there is no conference that was like democratically, people were democratically elected. Everybody from the chairperson, from the time Yabo Mandisa, I mean, Julius Malema influenced the whole conference. I mean, all of them. And he said it, or everybody, you know, the members, you've got only influence in the region and the branches. But province and national, I'm the boss. I'm the one who's electing my own leaders. So what must you do?
Who's that?
Julius.
Okay. And I'm not saying it happens in the ANC and other parties, but Julius Malema, well, by the way, I I always contest, and I'm happy that I find people like you who have participated in all those political parties, because now from the outside, I see EFF as the best political party in South Africa, and I've said it for many years. And I said, I will wait for someone like you to come and convince me, and this is maybe an opportunity to convince me. All political parties take, how do I put it, as a benchmark, as a reference point from the ANC. What the ANC does, everyone does it. But even in the ANC, now they're preparing for 2027. People have started announcing people. I think the difference with what you are saying is Hanki alleges that he publicly endorsed Nkosi, and he was fired for publicly endorsing him. If that is true, because actually they can't fire him, the letter Marshal Dlamini gave him, I don't think, no, but they say it wasn't Marshal Dlamini, it was a leader. I don't know who fired Hangi, which letter from Hangi, but we'll ask him. If the letter says we are firing you for endorsing Nkosi, then it will be wrong. But they find ways. You understand? So I'm saying now we're not even sure if the ANC hopeful Patrice Motsepe is running, but we know he's running somewhere. So is it freer in the ANC to endorse the person that you like than in the EFF? So, for example, if when you wanted Floyd's, if you wanted Floyd, remember there was a time, if you wanted Floyd to be the president and of the EFF and not Julius, do you think you would have been dealt with? If you publicly?
Yes. People they were endorsing because they were dealt with. What about those? I think Floyd also noticed and realized, more, I'm going to be dealt with. And anyone, because now you know what was happening in the EFF.
Yeah.
If people didn't like you or they were threatened by you, they will go to Julius Malema and say, that's one. Understand? She wants Floyd to be the president. Yeah. And then maybe Julius will just say, no, get rid of her, and then they will come with some tricks and manipulation to just trying to frustrate you, understand? So they manipulate the whole policy, the constitution and everything to favor Julius alone.
But Julius says he has never lost a conference.
He has never lost the conference because he's manipulative. I mean, if he was not manipulative, where was Ndlozi at the days of the conference? Because Ndlozi disappeared for the whole 3 days. Even on its social media, he was not there. We know how these people are operating. They can even kidnap you and lock you up for 3 days. And lock you up for 3 days until the conference is finished. Then he will just appear from nowhere. Okay. Then he become the president. What can you do? You can't change it.
I'm not sure if the Popular Assembly allows such. So you think if someone had stood up from the floor and said, I'm suggesting Nkosi as a candidate for president, I don't know if the policies allow that. Do you think he would have been brave enough to say, I stand? And of course, there's a threshold that when someone nominates you, you must have a certain threshold.
Julius Malema, make sure of that thing.
That's not understand. But do you think Nkosi would have been brave enough to say, I raise my hand, I want to contest Julius?
No, no one. If it comes to that point, and he realizes, or the people on the ground, they want him, and then Julius Malema doesn't want him, he would rather decline in front of the people and say, no, I decline. So that he doesn't offend Julius. If Julius doesn't want you, if Julius denounces you, he denounces you, and there is nothing that he can do about it.
Isn't it the same with Jacob Zuma?
No, I'm gonna go MK. I want to
test.
I already contested. They just place you. They just put you in the leadership, and then hence I say,
at EFF, it is a contest. You are beaten politically, but go MK, you are beaten favoritically.
No, in MK they deploy you by merit. You understand?
Yeah.
And they don't just pick you up on the street and say, no, we are making you a leadership. You understand? So at least they try to investigate and try to find out. Like in my case, for me, or buying those in West Rand, they've already knew like the male, And then they go around, they didn't even tell me, they went around and say, which female can we at least appoint in the leadership of West Rand? So people were going, I didn't even contribute anything. Like my witness, the chairperson of Gauteng.
Comrade Witness Nyembe.
She went around and asked for, no man, we need to have structure in West Rand. We need women. Which women do you see or is fit to be in a leadership position, more regioning in West Rand? So when she went around, everybody was saying, no, Patricia. The other one was saying Jeanette, because we were active on the ground. Yeah. So that was the reason. They deploy you or endorse you by merit after investigation. When I said, unlike that one, fake conference, everything is just for media, but at least conference.
Okay. You know, when I spoke to Mausa said, you remember who are they? No?
Robert.
Yeah. Comrade Robert says they fell, I'm not quoting him verbatim, but they were sympathetic to Floyd when they were all of them together inside MK. And they saw Floyd being mistreated as a worker. And then I asked them, Kauri, he was mistreated as a worker. What did you do inside MK to free him from his troubles? Comrade President did this. So I just want to understand, what were the avenues available according to you of saving Floyd from being mistreated like that?
Yeah.
Because I still don't believe the thing they say. I'm not saying he's an angel. I still don't believe the thing they say he wronged on are legitimate for them too. So he was, because people say he was trying to be the president. Yeah, they say the intelligence report says. I just want to understand, according to you, what could members support someone to show the President Zuma that no, Floyd is actually all right? You were wrong. Do MK members have the capacity to do that?
You know, Marshall, to be honest with you, it's about the inside. Whatever that we saw, it was already the outside, whatever that we can comment on it. Obviously, there were things that was deeper that we don't know. Floyd was in the national structure.
Yeah.
So, the insults are
yes.
The insult on social media. I mean, really, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Or the whole SG can be insulted in that manner.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, we didn't understand. Okay, the person is being demoted, but we didn't have structures before Floyd. The organization was there, we had numbers and everything, but we didn't have structure. When Floyd came, he tried to put the structures together, even though people were fighting him or no, the Floyd is coming with his tendency, EFF, what. But he was trying to move with at least an organization that is got structures. And the next thing is being demoted. There was no constitution. They had a constitution. Now we didn't know the constitution in MK. But when Floyd came, then there was a constitution, about Ruta constitution. At least we can see now we are having an organization. We are moving. We are growing. Chiki Mutugover no is going to parliament. Parliament for what? Because now as the SG, he was doing a proper job. That's when I realized we're not going anywhere. Sure. After the SG, where are we going to have peace? When are we going to have an organization here that is stable?
Yeah. What should happen to, according to you, what should happen to Duduzile Zuma? Because she's still a member of MK.
Duduzile sharp at the moment. To go to Russia. She's okay. I guess she's not a member. She resigned and get.
She's a member of MK.
Oh, as a member, it's okay. She's a member of MK. She can just support them.
But she has not been punished for bringing the party into disrepute.
Yeah.
What should happen, according to you?
Nothing. There's nothing that will happen. Even if you can say, I think whatever that was supposed to happen is already happening. She's not a member of parliament anymore. She's not the chairperson of the Pan-African Parliament anymore. It's okay. She can just be a member. It's okay.
Okay. Duduzane is getting the phone. Do you think he's going to be the president? The deputy president from that? Where do you think? Why are they positioning him?
Mara, let's just be honest, Mashiane. Jacob Zuma is getting old.
Yes.
You understand? So when he's getting old, who can he trust to put in the lead? Let me just say, Jacob Zuma died tomorrow. Who can be the president of the organization?
There are a lot of cadres who can be.
Like who?
I can give you 5. Can I start?
Okay.
Andile Mkitama.
Yes.
Colin Makubele. Tomi Ngeni.
Yeah, bo. Already.
No. I can give you. I can finish this.
Okay.
Nati Ntaiko.
Okay.
Tamul. Not Tamul. I just spoke about him now. Mzwane Lemai.
Oh, fine.
All this can become
to be the president of the organization.
Yes. But listen to me. They can become, because they're on merit. They can.
Okay.
But to say they will replace Zuma successfully, it's a different matter. But they can become members. They can become
the president.
Yes. This is me saying it. So I've answered your question. So when I also just Ibema.
No, I think Duduzane is okay.
So I'm suspecting the reason you are saying Duduzane is because you need someone who, when he becomes president, people who are loyal to Jacob Zuma will accept this person. This is why you are saying it.
That I think that is obvious.
But if Duduzane is the president, listen to this part. If he's the president, but Jacob Zuma is no longer alive, will they respect him? Because there's a difference. If Duduzane is the president, Jacob Zuma is something. People will then respect Duduzane because of their loyalty to Jacob Zuma. But if Jacob Zuma is not there, will it be the same?
I think so. They will respect him, but other people will just realize
loyalty to different things.
Yeah, I think they will respect him. Duduzane is not the kind of person where Lore is arrogant or taking himself like he's humble. You understand? And if his father has trusted him with that role, it means he can do better.
So when Le Party, you accept the best person to replace Jacob Zuma at MK is Duduzane.
Yeah, I think it's the best.
I want to show you how unfair are you.
Unfair.
How, if Ratanang was to replace Julius Malema in the EFF, it's
not the same. It's not the same.
Why would
Ratanang has never been active in politics.
But Duduzane has never been active.
He has his own political party not long ago.
That does not do this.
But on top of that, Duduzane, when he's working, you can see even when he's working, people, they love him, they appreciate him. That guy is a charmer. He's charming a lot of people.
But charmers not political credentials.
Mara, I care about Marata. And I don't think right now,
listen, anyone, they love him because of his father or they love him?
I think they love him because of his father.
Okay. EFF people love Ratanang Malema.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Why do you think it's unfair for Ratanang to be in what is the biggest talking central command? CCT. So so if he becomes ex officio member there, he sits there. Is it wrong?
You see, it's not right, but it's also not the
reason why I'm asking you this question is because when I sat with Kariso, King said so. He spoke deeply about how South Africans are unfair to Julius Malema. They forgive other people for things, but they do not forgive Julius Malema for the same. Yeah. Look, and this is a clear example that should any family member of Julius become somewhere in proximity to leadership, Julius Malema would be shown as an example of nepotism. By the way, I'm saying on merit and on paper, Julius Malema is the best political party. I mean,
Julius Malema is the best political party.
EFF run by Julius Malema is the best political party because look at their years of existence. Patriotic Alliance has never gone to any. Julius Malema has done all of those things. But people still don't give him credit. They still call him a dictator, but he shows democratic processes. And of course, in democracy.
Okay, fine. Now, did we come here to discuss Julius Malema's effect? No. Nothing. No, can we talk about something else and leave Julius Malema?
Let's do that.
There is nothing I can agree with you. I won't. There's nothing I would agree.
Enter Mayibuye. What convinces you to follow that guy? The Karl Marx of Mahonis.
No, like I said, I've been supporting Floyd from the MK. It was as obvious. The attack that you was receiving.
Sorry, maybe let me start it this way. And so, because we're talking about the 3SP organizations, you know what Julius said? Julius said, these people who are in MK, all of them, I'm quoting him, were fired by Floyd into MK and they followed him to there. No.
Yeah.
Do you think, you left that party unceremoniously, EFF? And for those who have not seen her podcast, it's attached on this at the back. Maybe let me also attach it in front. So, do you think, because those deployments, you and I, we've got information at the back that it was Floyd who cooked your deployment. People are saying so.
Cook my deployment way.
Remember, you wanted to be deployed, and people make sure that you are not deployed.
In the EFF.
Yes, people say Floyd at the time was head of deployment, and it's Floyd actually who did not want you. But you followed Floyd to MK and there. Do you think Julius Malema is right there? I know you don't like Julius. I'm just asking, what do you think?
No, Julius is lying.
So you think Julius can or you were just hoping Julius must be fair in assessing?
No, Julius didn't chop me also. I cannot also blame Julius because Julius doesn't know me that way. One understand. I am the ground force and people. I was voted uncontestedly by the people on the ground.
I understand.
One understand. I was the only one. So if there are people in the province, even in the region, already they were threatened. They had something against me. And even later, I found out there was even someone, the chairperson of the region, who said there was something that they wanted me to buy for the organization. And I refused to buy. And they were like, no, you know what? Patricia has got money. Why can't she buy that thing? We will deal with her. I mean, honestly. So these things does not come from up, down. The problem that I had in the EFF is that it started from the region to the national. And of course, they are close to Julius Malema. And they are the one who are leading the province at the moment. One said. So how did they even tell Floyd or Floyd must fire me? While Floyd doesn't know me. The people that knew me, it was Momoshoko that didn't know me that much. They had the influence from my own region by people who they were threatened by me. But Patricia does not need this money as much as we need this money. Once she doesn't need it. So even if we can push her away, it's fine. She will survive.
Okay, number one. So let's make it clear. You are not blaming Julius. Okay. You are not blaming Julius or Kena ultimate deployment in EFF. You are saying, but that response, that email response is the one that made you leave, right? I want to is that email response where he said, I would rather what is the one?
Said I would rather die than to die with the opportunity of the highest order.
Yes. So that when Julius said so, it made you leave.
Not necessary. I didn't even believe it was Julius Malema. But when times goes on, I started realizing this is the character of this guy. Right. Because I mean, as a president, like he said, he doesn't respond to Twitter, what. As a president, I never thought he will have time to look into the email. I thought he will have his own PA, a PA will look at it or whatever. Actually, now I thought ke barge marneilwe, barge reneilwe. I thought it was her because she was little bit, she was arrogant and everything. Whatever that she said, I was like, I'm sure it's that woman. But there was someone, like I told you, someone from CDB who said she complained the same way about the deployment. No, man, I've been voted. I mean, I was in the region. I was the treasurer of the region, and then why I work hard, why I was not deployed. I'm the organization that does not need people like you. And when I start comparing Governor Orman, this thing is same WhatsApp group. The same way and now this way. It means it was Julius.
Okay, it's fine. But so because I want to make a distinction when we pass here, it's he mistreated you, but who do you think is responsible for you being denied? Because procedurally, and like I said to the audience, they must go and look at the podcast, watch the podcast, because you explain it in full. You were earmarked for deployment.
Yeah.
But someone made sure that you do not get in, but other people got in.
Rosina Goman, I told you.
Okay.
Rosina Goman, she was deployed. I get it when, no, I understand.
Yeah. When I said the person who is responsible
Yeah.
for you not being deployed, yeah, who is this person?
Rosina Goman.
All right, it's fine. So let's leave it. So it's not Floyd.
It's not Floyd.
All right, no, thank you.
And Rosina Goman, she was a CCT member. She was a member of parliament. She was deployed in my region.
Okay, no, I understand that part. So you follow the Mahonisi Karl Marx into
but Mahonisi Karl Marx Kenya.
No, this is
what's Mayibuye.
No. This is his this is Monica in politics. They call him the Mahonisi of Karl Marx because I mean no one does political theory
in Mahonis.
No. No one does political theory in South Africa better than Floyd Shibambu. That's why people love him, by the way. So they call him the Karl Marx of Mahonis. You follow him with great expectations. What changes?
What do you mean, what changes?
What changes do you feel going to following Floyd was a revolutionary step from the other steps that you made?
No, Machine, I'm an empath. Yes. More than anything. And if I see someone is being mistreated, I get affected and I feel what I need to defend this person. Whatever that happened to Floyd, I felt it is my responsibility to show support. I remember even I sent Floyd a message. I said, no, Floyd, start your own organization. I think I was not the only one. There was a lot of people because we saw what was happening in the MK. Yes. Floyd refused and said, no. You don't have to start another organization. We are okay here in MK. MK is the biggest organization. So, God, no, man, but this thing is not going anywhere.
Yes.
And Floyd never responded. He just ignored me like that. And if I was not the only one who influenced him and endorsed him and tell him, oh, no, he must start an organization. Luza were telling him the same thing. Robert also, they were telling him that. Lots of people, I think it was the SG, or no, man, rather start your own thing, we will support you. So when I saw he's starting his own organization, how can I endorse someone, support someone from the abuse of the MK? And when he's starting an organization, I sit back. Obviously, I was supporting through the way. So that was the reason why I've supported Floyd, or he must start his own organization.
Then, how far are you?
Hey, Chineke, God. I'm not anywhere, to be honest with you. Sometimes when we grow, and when you see the same pattern
repeating
itself, it's like, really, not again, guys. I cannot go through the same thing. Floyd, I love Floyd. I don't want to lie. Even now, I still love Floyd. I still listen to him. Unlike Julius, I cannot listen to Julius without feeling irritated and closing the TV or whatever that I'm listening to. But Floyd, I can still listen to him with whatever that he was, and I will still feel that excitement inside me. Or no man, he's talking sense. All right. So in the beginning, when we started these things, and we believe, oh no man, we are going somewhere, we are moving with Floyd and everything. There were some patterns that started repeating itself that I started realizing, oh no man, why I'm reliving the same thing that I left in the EFF. So some other people, when they join political party, they don't join political party for passion. They don't join political party to grow the organization. They join because they are hungry. And when someone is hungry, they will do anything to sabotage, the person will, or maybe they feel or is a threat is on their way. So I'm not prepared. I told myself I want peace. I told myself I don't want anything that will take my peace away. You understand? There were people, I cannot mention them by name. There were people in the Westland coming from the EFF. They started doing the same thing that they did, and I'm like, Amara, really, God, and not again, not yet. And I said, no, let me just sit back. And of course, let's give Floyd. I must come and then join. We signed those IEC forms, whatever. I think I was number 10, like Novalo, when she said she was number 2. I was number 10. We started that organization and everything. Mara, ho bona dilo di sa tsamaye in the way they should go. For my sanity, I felt, no, let me just sit back. Not to say, I hate Mayibuye, I don't want Mayibuye or anything. But for my sanity, I sit back. I spoke with Floyd. I told him, you know what? For my sanity now, I will just be a member. Thank you for the position that you have given me, but I want to sit back.
Too much drama.
You're machine, and I don't want you. I'm too old for those things.
Sharp. Nolubabalo leaves. When she leaves, I ask people around Mayibuye. Of course, they can't talk to me openly. They say she had bigger expectations, and she realized the expectations may not be realized, and that's why she resigned.
Did she resign?
Well, okay, that's why she left. Let me not say resign. That's why she left Mayibuye and formed her own political party, because she wanted to make her realization a reality with her own.
So,
what do you think went south with Nolubabalo?
To be honest with you, now I will never know the things that happened because nobody has never told me anything, including Floyd has never told me anything. Now, nobody, I saw her as a person with passion. I could click with nobody in the whole of the leadership, the national leadership, more than anyone. That woman, I loved her so much because she's an open book. It's very easy to communicate with her. She doesn't have that pride or arrogance that is very difficult to talk to her. You understand? So, but when I spoke with her, I found out that there's things that is even deeper that I don't want to get involved. Or I want to buy two. I can't say. But in Nashem, to be honest with you, I loved Nobabalo. I loved her, and I still love her even now.
What is happening to Mayibuye? What? I mean, it's new. Already, 2 deputy presidents have left. New secretaries come in. People without popular political credentials. Floyd Opalaki. To raise Mayibuye to expectations that people wanted. Because now I talk to people, they tell us that those people are not. And let me give an example. I spoke to people in Tshwane. They're telling me that the leader who's a convener in Tshwane, he comes from nowhere in politics, and people with political credentials have been left behind to sweep under her. And this is people who don't want to speak on camera, but they tell us these things. They say Floyd deliberately puts people without political experience because he's afraid of these ones. Is it true?
I don't know. Now I was the deputy secretary of the province. Yeah. I had my own challenges. Whatever that was happening in the national has got nothing to do with me. I guess you want to know the clarity about what is happening in the national. You can ask anyone. Now I had challenge in the province. That's what I can talk about for now.
Okay. You had challenge in the province?
Yeah.
What's the nature of your challenge? Because I want you to understand that you spoke against EFF, you spoke against MK, but you seem to be giving Mayibuye a softer touch, as if you're not, it's angelic. Those other ones are bad. Is it because that's your last fling?
My last fling,
The last party that you worked with, so you still have.
There is no any other. I'm a passionate person.
Yeah.
There is no any organization that I've joined, and I don't give my all. In everything that I do, I give my all. You understand?
Yes.
So even in Mayibuye, I've given my all. You understand? But I've realized there were other things. I mean, really here, even if you are giving your all, when you give everything to someone and the person devalue whatever that you are giving, you get tired.
Yes.
It's not like I hate Mayibuye, but the same passion, the same fire that I have, the same push that I have, it's not everybody who's got it. Other people, they are looking for, they must achieve something. Maybe they are looking at to benefit something. Now I'm looking at we must grow the organization. It must have the same thing like the 2/3 majority in the MK. That is the same thing, the ruling party. I'm thinking it will overtake the EFF. If I can get a deployment, I had another lady in Mayibuye said, we come from the meeting. Now, Patricia, I don't want anything. I just want a PA. If I can have a PA and a bodyguard, I'm okay. Is it too much to ask? So, we've got two different intentions. And now we want to see our poor people getting the service, I mean, our land, our minerals and everything. Some people, they are focusing only to have the PA and the bodyguard. It's two different divisions here. We are not focusing on the same thing.
Okay. What do you think is the best political solution? What kind of political party will free South Africa?
Brother, no political. There is no political party that is going to free this country. Nothing. No political party. Nothing.
What do you advise voters to do this year?
To be honest with you, rather choose someone who's not known, who is like.
But these people, let me give an example. Political parties, most of them have not. When I say most, is majority of political parties have not announced their mayoral candidates. The DAs, the forefront, they know who's standing in Tshwane, they know standing in Joburg. They already know these people, of course. But what councillor candidates have not yet. It's still too early. But I'm saying political parties sell the brand more than the person, meaning that even if someone likes Patricia, they will take you, but you'll still be controlled by the political party.
That is a problem.
I understand. That's what I'm asking you. What must people do?
Right now, I've realized independent candidate right now is the way to go. This thing at the political party. And a political party, you must submit under them. If they maybe there's an issue in the council, you cannot make decisions on your own. Anything that the council maybe decided, you must consult your political party. They are the one that will make decisions for you. When you are just a councillor by Mulomoro or councillor, you don't make any decisions. You cannot contribute anything. Any decision that you make, you must ask Julius Maluma, they must come and make decision for you. When you're just a picture of a council.
But they call it party line. That's the politics we said.
That is the thing. Let me just take for example, in 2016, Gomagale City, we had six councillors. First councillors in Mogale. Those people, they voted with the ANC. And then Julius Malema didn't want them to vote with the ANC. He fired them, all of them.
They defied the party line.
Yeah, they defined the party line. Now, this year, 2024, the ANC, the EFF is working with the ANC in the same municipality. We understand that people are not free. That means they must submit to the leadership, and if whether it's wrong or right, they must just submit to the leadership, because now the leadership
They can't eat ideology.
Hey,
They need to eat practical things.
so I understand.
So the solution is independent candidates.
And independent why what's not testing any political parties not help us, Shem.
This is after you've tried.
After
The political experience that you have gathered over these few years, if someone says we can fund your campaign,
hey, I don't mind, because now with the last political party, Mayibuye, I was using even in MK, I use my money to register the councillor candidate. Since they say they will pay my money, even today I've never received my money
at MK.
At MK.
Which candidate?
Remember what 12 when we met there?
Yes.
I've paid that councillor candidate with my own money.
But remember, they said it's Triple M who paid.
It was me who paid that money. I can show you the evidence. I paid that money. We campaigned with our own resources. To register a councillor candidate is 1,000. I took 1,000 out of my own pocket and paid for that councillor candidate in MK. And in Mayibuye, right now what was happening, we're going up and down, up and down. Remember now what is happening in Mayibuye, very soon the election again.
Yes.
We have to contribute. We formed like the structure in Mugale. We formed the structure. When we form the structure, the t-shirt, the gazebo, tablecloth, those tablecloths, you don't get it for free. You get even to campaign. We've got 3 sub-regions. Go West Rand. Is Mugale, Rand West, Mirafo. Mirafo, you go deep in the mine there inside. There's another place called Wadela. You understand? We go there and must go and recruit and get. It's money. And nobody's willing to give. You must take out of your own pocket to show that you love the organization. Without no money, with no resources on anything. Now we contributed. We say no, each and every week when we are having a meeting, we must contribute 10 rand, maybe 50 rand or 100 rand. We must make sure we are having gazebo for DVD or the what we are having tablecloths. We are having table on. Those things must come out of our own pockets.
So the reason I kept mentioning Mary Party is people were saying you are like Mary Party. Yeah, they took you from business about fostering over regular politicians. The politicians took advantage of you can. Yeah. I spoke to Mashaba. You know what happened to Mashaba? The DA used him. Yeah. He paid his own full. He spent around, he said 2 million, I think, or 4 million. Yeah, 4 million on his campaign for the DA, and he never got that money back. But other campaigns, the DA paid for them. You understand? It reminds me of Mary Party, because Mary Party poured everything into MK and resources and stuff. But when she wanted to reimburse that money back, people started thinking that she's stealing money. And she said, 3 months, Kikumana 15 million from legislature that gives to a party. You think I can steal that? What am I going to do with that? Because that will be my monthly, running fees. And in a way, she's correct. But people still hated her for that. So at MK, you used your resources. At Mayibuye, you used your resources. At EFF, you used your resources. So people like you are gold to
the political
politics, fraternity, because I know that one doesn't have to give her much, because she's motivated, she can do this. Yeah. This is why you think, had you planted yourself over the years as an independent candidate, maybe you would have had resources for yourself.
Even it won't even hurt much.
Yes.
Because now when you are using something, you are using for yourself. You're not using for someone else. I mean, imagine in the EFF there was we didn't have the gazebo. I bought 3 gazebo for 3 VD, 3 tables for 3 VD, 30 chairs for 3 VD. Ne? And what happened? Like, I was sabotaged, I was beaten because of those things that I have even given to the organization. I end up taking those things and just selling it because now this thing they are causing problem. Like, I'm helping the organization. Until now, no, I'm causing a problem. Even they said, no, when you're buying these things, you're buying the vote too. You want people to vote for you. When we feed the hungry people, they say we are buying vote. So anything that you are doing, you are wrong. Basically, especially if you're an activist in political party, you will never taste any power, nothing. If you are using your own resources to fund the organization or at least grow the organization, don't think that you will get anything or you will be repaid back. No, it's like, no, you must just use your money, your resources for the organization. It won't benefit anything.
So you've never claimed anything from Mayibuye? They have their hot quarters there by me.
Claim a woman because no, I didn't attend the meeting, but I heard because when I was asking what, no, now we are going to the election, what is going to happen? I heard the word about no, I really want to be a councillor. If you want to be a councillor, you must use your own money, you must use your own resources. I say, now I've asked for the t-shirt because we already have the gazebo, we bought the things, we already had a plan. All I was asking for, at least the t-shirt, or the t-shirt for visibility, or my exists.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's all we couldn't afford. I don't know about other region or whatever.
Him and Mashaba bought around 30,000 t-shirts.
Mm.
How many did they give you in your region?
No, we didn't receive any t-shirt. Now, even now, I wanted we're having the by-election in Mahal, Watch 2. I don't know if you saw last time, where EFF didn't even contest there. It was the ANC, Action SA, PAC, and then Exarblor came up. Mara, we didn't want anything. We just said no, we want the t-shirt to recruit, not to just for visibility.
But you were not contesting.
We're not contesting. We didn't receive it, and I'm like, sometimes I gotta.
What informed What informed that decision not to contest?
I don't know, because I've sent a message to the secretary of the province, Kirabato. What 2 is contesting? We can take a chance and see how can we perform Ghana next coming election. They just they just ignore it. I sent the chairperson also a message. I ignore. I even sent Floyd the message. He never even responded. And maybe I don't know how many months ago. Since we've got the t-shirt, we've got the gazebo, we've got the tablecloth, we've got all these things. To go for the t-shirt for visibility. If we're not going to contest, but if you want us to contest, we are willing to work the ground and make Mayibuye to be visible in this place, and we can get numbers at least to test the waters. And Floyd asangan garaba. So contest win.
I contested many times about Floyd being arrogant when they started accusing him of that at MK. And I said, well, they are taking Floyd, it's unfair, but on him being arrogant and condescending to people and not giving people attention, choosing who he speaks with, who he doesn't speak with, I still think Floyd is arrogant with that. Do you think he come across as arrogant? Because you've interacted with him physically and virtually as well. Do you think he was arrogant? He's got arrogant traits about him?
Ask me a very difficult. But I'm going to go okay, Friday, one day we know.
People want to know.
Okay, yeah. I cannot say what is arrogant. I guess it depends on where you're coming from. How did you grow up? You understand that? So, when you don't value other people, you think people must submit to you. The same attitude Julius they want people to love them, to submit to them, and everything is good for them. But they will never come down to people who understand. So I don't know if it's arrogancy.
You are bringing Julius Mali like
they will like same characters. You understand? So now Floyd has never shown me any any arrogance.
But he Bluetoothed you.
Yeah, that is the only thing that I saw. He Bluetooth me and
Comrade Floyd, what's it?
that's it.
He is correct. You guys, you give people could do things to you. You forgive them, but you don't forgive Julius.
No.
But look, after what you've been through with Julius, forget it. I think you've just proven that all political parties have this tendency of mistreating people. Would you go back to the EFF? No, wait, listen to me. Whether Julius is gone or Julius saying Fetu. No, I'm just asking.
I will never. You know the response that Julius Malema gave me when I asked for forgiveness or whatever. I said, I would rather die than to die in the same table with the opportunist of the highest order. I would rather die than to go back to the EFF. Spook. Not when I'm alive. That guy is arrogant. That guy is evil. He does not care about anybody else but himself.
Okay, I'm gonna give you names. You choose who's the better devil, ne? Because we're closing.
Okay.
Helen Zille, Colin Makubel.
Better devil.
Yeah, who's better?
Colin Makubela. Helen Zille.
John Steenhuisen, Cyril Ramaphosa.
John. Cyril Ramaphosa ke devil wes.
Andy Lem Kitama, Floyd Chibambo.
Floyd.
Okay, Salwa Jola Floyd. I want to take it out because people are already starting asking Salwa Jola Floyd.
No.
Sharp, so I want to take it out. A witness number of MK in Gauteng or to do Zilizu?
Witness, you are my favorite. Witness.
Okay. You know Ntontoni?
I don't know him that much, yeah.
Okay, Ntontoni or Abel Tau?
Abel Tau, my favorite.
Okay. I don't want to give it difficult ones. Jacob Zuma or Nelson Mandela?
Jacob Zuma.
Jacob Zuma is better than Mandela.
Nelson Mandela he was cloned. No, I don't even believe what it was. Nelson Mandela not doing.
Okay, I think it's time to close with that, but I don't have a comeback. I'm done. Is there anything that you want to say in closing? What are you hopeful besides the because it's an election year? Besides saying you want the independent candidates, what can you advise our audience to watch out for?
No, I think really as South African politician has failed us several times. We tried with the ANC, 31 years of democracy, but we don't see anything. But if there's anything that we can do as South African, we need to be united and at least endorsed 1% that is not associated with any political party. And then we go for that person. And then maybe we'll see some different in this country. Thank you very much.
Someone like Colin Kumalo of FNSA.
Huh?
Someone like Colin Kumalo of FNSA.
Hey, that guy, if he can stand and be independent, he can get like vote. Like even the General Mkwanazi, if he can just leave all these things and say, oh no, you know what? I want to stand independent and be the president of South Africa. People will vote for him. This thing at the political party, I assume.
Let's leave it there.